So in this video, I'm gonna explain this error, which is an SPI class of type blah 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 with name Lucene70 doesn't exist. So I created like a project and I'm using Lucene in it, but when I run the project, it runs perfectly fine. But when I go like run it from a jar file, it's throwing that error, and I struggled a lot to know how to solve this error. So now I got like a naive solution. Like for me, it's a naive solution to solve this error. First, let's go to the library. It's saying that with name like org.blah blah blah with name Lucene70 doesn't exist. So when we go to the library and we go to the core, to the services, and to this file, we see that the content that is missing in the error exists. And if we go to the codecs, to the services, we see that there's a file with the same name. So what's happening, or what I guess is happening, is that when I create the jar file, this file which contains the content lucene70.lucene70codec is being is missing in the jar file. That's why there's an error thrown here. So it's being replaced, I guess. Maybe it's being replaced by this one, or like just this file is missing. So in order to solve this issue, the naive way, or the simple way to do that is, so first I'm not using any Maven or Gradle or anything. I'm using a very simple project. So when I go to the project structure, we see that, let me remove that. So let me create a new, let's say, new jar file. The main class is search, and so the first option, which is extract to the target jar, means that it's gonna compress everything, including the library, inside only one jar file. But the second option, which is the solution, is gonna compress everything in the source, but it's gonna keep the jar files alone without like compressing them or merging them in one jar file. So when doing this part, um, so now we chose the second option here. So the output of the project is gonna be like this. Now, when we go to the artifacts now, that's the I created two jar files. So in the artifacts, we've got the temp, which is like the whole jar file, like having all the library inside it. So when I run it, it's gonna throw this error, which is like, I don't know what's happening, but this file is being like, the this file is being like missed, or I don't know what's happening actually. So if I go to the second jar file that we now created, we see that the library is still like not merged in the jar file, and that's our main jar file. So if we run this jar file, uh, java jar, see, we see that it's now working. So the idea is that the second option is preventing this library from being merged inside the same jar file. So in this case, this file is not being replaced or merged or not being missed inside the jar file. So That's the naive solution for me, actually. I'm not an expert in Maven. There might be a lot of other solutions, but I'm not so expert in Maven or any other like template. That's why I'm using the simple project, and I hope this video helped you a lot. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment under the video. Thank you so much.